Hey guys, Miss King again, and in this screencast we're going to look at muscle tissue and nerve tissue. So we're going to start with muscle tissue, and of course some common characteristics about all of the muscle tissue types is the function for all of them is going to be to produce some kind of movement. And there are three types of muscle tissue. We have skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle. And we are going to start with skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle can also be called striated muscle. This is going to be found attached to your bones. And skeletal muscle can be controlled voluntarily. That means you can control it. You can make it do things that you want it to do. The cells have sort of a striated or striped appearance, and you can see the little stripes on these pictures. And usually skeletal muscle is going to be multinucleate. That means it has more than one nucleus in each cell. And that's because those cells are very, very long and cylindrical, so they would need to have more than one nucleus to service the cell. The next type of muscle tissue is called cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is only found in the heart, and its function is to pump blood. So it's got to move that heart, keep it going so it can pump your blood. And cardiac muscle is an involuntary muscle tissue. That means you don't have any control over it. You can't make it do what you want it to do. These cells are going to be attached to each other in the tissue at special junctions called intercalated discs. And you can see in the little diagram here, there's little areas where the cells connect together. Those are called the intercalated discs. Cardiac muscle is also striated, so it has those striping. And it's only going to have one nucleus per cell. And then our last type of muscle tissue is called smooth muscle tissue. Smooth muscle tissue is also involuntary, so you don't have any control over it. And it also does not have striations. It looks smooth instead of striped. And there's one nucleus per cell. And what's special about the smooth muscle tissue is that it has sort of these tapered ends to the cells, so they're very thick in the middle, and then they sort of taper off like in this picture. And we can find smooth muscle tissue in places like the digestive tract, your arteries and veins. Yes, that's right, your blood vessels have muscle tissue inside them. And their function again is to propel or move substances from one place to another. And then our last type of tissue is nerve tissue, and there's two major cell types in nerve tissue. We have what are called neurons, and those are the actual nerve cells, and their function is to relay messages through your body. And then we also have special support cells called neuroglia. We call those glia cells for short. And we can find nerve tissue in places like the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves that run through your body. And again, their function, all nervous tissue's function is to conduct electrical impulses to send messages throughout your body. That's what we call irritability and conductivity. Okay, and be ready to look at some muscle and some nerve tissues in our lab in class.